Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I say, welcome to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Dante Payne, and it's about to go down on this lovely Sunday afternoon. We got people chasing records. We got trades happening in baseball, basketball, Celtics topping the Bulls in the rematch. We got it all for you here on Dragon Sports Live. But those who are new to Dragon Sports Live, this is not just your typical podcast. This your podcast for sports and music. So what better way to start our day out right with some Caleb Gordon on my way on Dragon Sports Live, followed by Drummer B, Tainted Love. Let's get it.
Blessing, no stressing. Blessing, yeah, no stressing. Blessing, G, K, G. I'm on my way for sure, not where I was. Seasons they change, I know it won't be long. Troubles won't last, don't know. Blessings will come. Yeah, as long as my eyes on you. No pressure. Blessing, no stress, blessing, no stress, as long as my eyes on you. No pressure, I know he keep me protected. Blessings, no pressure, no pressure. Blessings, no stressing. I know you keep me protected. Protected, he keep me protected. I read it in his word, I am bested. Remember when he used to talk, I suppressed it. Hey, till I put the time in the message. Timing, gotta put timing. Can't worry about me, no. Hey, I feel free. Oh, now I see. I don't really care what they say about me, nah, I don't really care. I'm sticking to the one that know me, more than my family, more than my homies. Open my eyes, you started to show me, you won't never leave me lonely. So I know that you the one for me. You supplying all my needs. Know you watching over me. When trouble comes, you give me peace. Tell me to put in work. Clean out all the dirt. Just need to put them first. You told me to work. I'm on my way for sure, not where I was. Seasons they change, I know it won't be long. Troubles won't last, don't know. Blessings will come. Everything I do, I speak to you. It's hard to hear your voice and everybody in the room. Need my space. I see you speaking through the things that you create. God know I ain't worth it. I'm so glad you gave me purpose. You show me how to function. As long as I believe, you turn nothing into something. I know you will never leave. All this growing I've been doing, I know you been playing seeds. No, I'm just a man. By myself I'm lost, but I know you got bigger plans. Whole world in your hand. Can't believe. Oh, I can't believe. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't.
D-Mark got that heat.
Hey, I had so many women tell me that they love me. But later on, them women always double cross me. Yeah, I'ma speak on it. Y'all had y'all shoulders all out, but I couldn't lean on it. Left me on scene and shit. Like who you leading with? Like who you fiending for to make you wanna lead this shit? You left me standing in the rain while I was bleeding, bitch. Once word got back to me, I swear I couldn't believe the shit. I never talked about the pain, but mama seen the shit. Guess I'm still a sucker for love, cause I still believe in it. But never thought it made me feel like I didn't wanna breathe and shit. Looking at my past life, I felt I had to leave that shit. To get a fresh start, hey, I just wanted to be free and shit. Man, every day turned to a long day. Man, I was starving for love, couldn't get no entree. I never hurt you, desert you, that's what they all say. Wasn't in good hands, hey, I found out it wasn't all state. The song, the state that I was in, man, it was not straight. For me to kill the pain, every day turned to a song day. Man, I was venting, I was trying to get back to the man I used to know. But it's hard when you know your heart ain't intact. Felt like a funeral, cheated on, no way to delete those wrongs. Listening to R&B, I cried to damn near every song. Was that bad? Heart was getting pounded, ain't no hashtag. Was that bad? Fill my mind with garbage like a trash bag. Was that bad? Hey, hey, what they wanted, hey. Man, I always had they back, but they just fronted, hey. So all they wanted was them hundreds, hey. Had me stitching up my heart. I gave my all, they only gave me all of some. When it came to commitment, they would get up, they would run. Battling anxiety on top of broken hearts could be so hard these days. Fuck the end, I'd rather be at start. I needed brighter days, the stress done took my highway. Ever been so hurt, you tell yourself you wanna die that day. Had my main course, it made me wanna push my sides away. Cause half these women told me they the truth, but then they lie that way. Shit, how you lie that way? Man, we was cruising, how you push me out my drive that way? Man, I was happy, I just wanted us to ride away. You left me lonely, all I could do is just hide away. In my mind, I'm like somebody gon' die today. Got tired and I switched it up. The music had me getting up. My lyrics was that semi-tough. I'm shooting for the stars, I had to fiend it up. No matter how you damage me, my dreams are tough. These bitches be as toxic as the airs, and bitch, I breathe enough. I'm heated up, I'm seated up on first class. Got me treeing up, I eat enough. It took a broken heart, yeah, I had to beat it up. I seen enough. They wanna bash me cause I love love. Well, fuck it, I eat it up. I got way too much talent to sit back and let the scene just cut. Roll the tape, where the cast. All my exes deserve Oscars the way they act. When I was younger, that my art, it be my craft. Learn from moving forward, good to take a glance back sometimes.
Welcome back to Dragon Sports Live. That last song that you just heard was Tainted Love here on Dragon Sports Live. We got an exciting show for you. It's about to go down. We got a lot of moves that's been happening in baseball since it's the winter meetings and all that stuff. And we finally got some that's happening from the White Sox. Ain't really been hearing too much about them from the White Sox. So White Sox, they acquired catcher Matt Thaisis from the Cubs for cash consideration. Basically, Cubs traded him. Now they're sending him across town to the north, from the north side to the south side. On top of that, the north side is the Chicago Cubs traded Cody Bellinger for Cody Poteet. They traded Cody for Cody to the Yankees. They got a right-hand pitcher in Cody Poteet. Wow. Yankees got a first baseman / outfielder in Cody Bellinger. Y'all hit a trade for the Cody for Cody? I thought that was pretty interesting that both their first names was Cody. It's like you just changing the last letter out. You traded Cody B for Cody P. Boom. That's how it goes. Red Sox get left-hand pitcher Patrick Sandoval in a 2-year, $18.25 million contract. Red Sox been making moves. They also acquired catcher Omar Neves from the New York Yankees. Yankees been busy as well. Yankees even signed left-hand pitcher Max Fried to an 8-year, $218 million contract, highest guarantee to a left-hand pitcher in MLB history. So, like I said, they've been busy. Orioles signed Japanese pitcher Tomoki Sugano to a 1-year, $13 million contract. Orioles been quiet. Some of these teams been very quiet during this winter meeting thing. Like, they haven't really been doing anything that, benefiting them. They just was there. So, with that being said, some of these teams, like I said, they making moves. Some of these teams, they just like, it's alright. We gonna be quiet. We gonna drive people and stuff like that. Phillies made a trade to acquire Jesus Luzardo in a trade with the Marlins. They sent 2 prospects, and that trade, went down today around like 10 something this morning. Trade dropped today. For those who, in another day, it was Sunday. So they making moves, building up their roster, trying to better themselves. They doing this because they had a division series exit, which I don't blame them. So keep making those moves. Keep doing what y'all gotta do, because it's a whole new season. All-time great Ricky Henson passed away at 65, who is the greatest leadoff hitter and base stealer in Major League Baseball history, with blazing speed, discerning eye, and unusual home run power, who led him from the Sandlots of Oakland, California to the Baseball Hall of Fame. So condolences go out to that family, but he left a career where he had a all-time stolen base record of 1,406 and astounding 468, more than the St. Louis Cardinals' great Lou Brock, who held the record of 938 for a dozen years before Henson surpassed him in 1991. So, blazing speed, fast, lightning. He had 297 runs, including 81 to lead off a game. So, big ups to him. Condolences go out to him, but we lost a great one. Let's see if somebody can chase that record and honor him. But yeah, we lost the rare one. So it is what it is. When condolences go out to the family, though. And of course, when he set that record, he was with the Oakland A's. It was against the White Sox. Not good ways, but more on the White Sox. The White Sox also require reliever Cam Boozer from the Boston Red Sox. So, like, they're trading off their White Sox's Buster in their bullpen, and they got him on Saturday, acquiring another pitcher, Cam Boozer, in exchange for a minor league pitcher, Yoker Fajaro. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm going to have to look at the pronunciation of his name, because his name was kind of weird to me. Anyways, though, but the Astros reached a 3-year, $60 million deal with Christian Walker. He was with the Diamondbacks. Now he was a free agent, so they acquired another first baseman. Pay him. Deal is pending a physical exam, so it could be, we'll see. Let's see where it goes. Dodgers, Mets, Yankees top MLB record 9 luxury tax offenders. So that the result was a record 311 million paid in penalties, which is led by the Angels, the Dodgers. These teams are paying 103 trillion. The New York Mets were next up, and then the Chicago Cubs were taxed last season, paying 570. They definitely was taxed because they had all those high ballers, high rollers, and that's part of why they had to trade them, trying to get under that. So Cubs was at the bottom of that. Then you got the Giants, Astros, Rangers, Braves, Phillies, Yankees, Mets, Dodgers at the top. Mets second and Yankees third. Everybody else trickling on down, trickling on down, trickling on down. Yankees trade Jose Trevino to the Reds for Cruz and Jackson. Fernando Cruz, who's a right-hander, as well as catcher Alex Jackson. This trade was announced on Friday. But this move represents the passing of the torch behind the plate for the Yankees. Trevino, who was 32, arrived in New York via the trade of the Texas Rangers before the start of the 22 season to start at catcher. He excelled with his bat in the first half of the season, making him his first and only All-Star team. He also won a Golden Glove and American League Platinum Glove after leading all catchers with 21 defensive run saves. Batting .248 with 11 home runs. 671 OPS. He was good, but injuries limited Trevino to only 55 games in 2023. He began the 24 campaign as the Yankee star catcher until he landed on injury list because of a quadriceps injury in July. So Austin Wells replaced him, who was a rookie at the time, replaced him and then surrendered the starting job for the remainder of the season. So now you get a reprieve, you get a second chance, you get to relive and do what you need to do. Show them why they're going after you. Show them why you was the man then. And show them why you the man now. That sounds touching. That sounds heartwarming. Show them why you the man now for the job. So we will see some winter games February 20th, where the Chicago Cubs will take on LA Dodgers. That's February 20th, y'all, so be sure to check that out. Winter games. I'm definitely gonna check it out. Definitely. So they've been doing studies over the past, throughout the year, the whole year. And studies identify factors for rising injuries. It's the velocity and max effort that people are exerting to try to throw the ball. Since you got the pitch clocks, they gotta go up first. But I don't think the pitch clock is gonna go away anytime soon. But that's one of the factors that they was looking for. It's like they were looking at the different things because there was so many elbow injuries this year. So many. You got to look into that factors. It's not just that. It's not just that. It's multiple things. It could be how they throwing the ball, how hard they trying to throw the ball. It's like some people trying to throw the ball without sticky stuff or whatever, all that stuff, and just use the rosin bag that's provided to them. Players was getting suspended because of the sticky stuff or foreign substance, however you want to call it. But you got to look into that. since they trying to maximize themselves not only during games but in the bullpen. They doing that higher velocities, trying to keep it at higher velocity at a consistent rate, which also led to a lot of elbow injuries this season. Some players' bodies can't handle that, so it might be some rule changes in the near future. But until then, I will surely let you know if there's any rule changes or what they are. But that's what's going on with that. Florida County votes to okay financing for the $1.3 billion raised ballpark. They finally got the okay. It was some blocks, some roadblocks that stopped them and prevented them there. They had them scared, but they will be playing at a minor league park until then. So we'll see. We'll check it out. Blue Jays left-hander and Josh Walker agreed to a 1-year deal. Going with that. And the Rangers added a left-hand reliever in Hobby Miller on a 1-year deal. Free agent Max Kepler signs a 1-year deal with the Phillies. And we got the Orioles and Dodgers leading unspent 2024 international money. Meaning teams that was posted on there. So the Orioles have about $2.1 million unspent from their 2022 international signing bonus pool allotment, and the Dodgers have about $1.9 million in a year where there was speculation that Japanese pitcher Roki Sasaki would be available. Now, the MLB's signing period, international amateur signing period, runs from July 15th to December 15th. And Sasaki was not posted until December 8th. The 2025 signing period starts January 15th, and a 45-day window to reach that deal with the 23-year-old runs until January 23rd. Meaning he was signed within the 25 period. Now that 25 bonus pool ranges from $7.5 million for 18s to $5.1 million for the Dodgers and San Francisco Giants. Dodgers are among many teams interested in Sasaki. So let's see where that goes. San Diego has $6.2 million pool next year. So let's check it out. Other teams with more than $500,000 unspent this year, according to Five Figures. San Francisco at $762,000. Boston $740,000, and Colorado at $647K. And the Chicago White Sox at $640,000. Now, the Chicago White Sox, they might need extra help, but that's neither here or there. You know, I only can say that because I'm from Chicago, but it's just because they got the worst record this season. Well, the worst losing record all time with 121 games that they lost. So, we'll see. But players that was born from September 1st, 2006 through August 31st, 2007 are eligible to sign from January 15th to December 15th. And that signing bonus of $10,000 and under didn't count against the team's allotment. Boom, they get bonuses too? I like the sound of that, y'all. No, but you know, I would love to see these teams that were struggling last season, since this is about to be a new season. I would love to see what they can do as they revamp and get over that hump. Like, that's what I would like to see. I would like to see these teams make an improvement. I would like to see teams that were struggling with pitchers upgrade their pitcher. Teams that, you know, contract situations and stuff like that, I'd rather see these teams make the right move instead of letting a good player walk. You never know what you have until you let that good player go away. And then he turned around and he went big, which kind of always happened for a Chicago team anyway. So kind of want to see what those people would do. The Guardians traded first baseman Josh Naylor to the Arizona Diamondbacks, and quickly replacing him. They agreed to a 1-year, $12 million contract with free agent Carlos Santana, bringing him back for his third stint with the team. And like I said, they making their moves. They doing what they can. Yankees also signed first baseman Paul Goldschmidt to a $12.5 million deal. That's pairing the 2022 National MVP and 7-time All-Star and American League champion in the midst of a significant overhaul. Now, Goldsmith is 37, but he has been consistent among hitters of his generation. He combines power and patience. With 362 home runs over a 14-year career, 4 Golden Gloves, and in his time in Arizona and St. Louis, Goldsmith was a beloved figure. And y'all can see why. So let's see what he can do for his new team, the Yankees. Let's definitely see. But that's all I really got right now. But I'll let y'all know what's the latest free agency and trade intel. Whenever I find it out, I'm going to let you know. But in meantime, let's go back into some music. I have Black Sam, A Corn Diet on Dragon Sports Live, followed by New Tone, God's Plan. Let's check it out. Let's get into the music right now. And if you miss Dragon Sports Live, don't feel bad because you can catch it on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you're an artist, send your artist link to DragonJumppro on X, Instagram, Facebook, or you can email me at DragonJumppro@gmail.com. I will put you in my rotation of my lovely great artists that I have, and I will listen to your music, show my support, stream, and do whatever I can to help you. So send that music. In the meantime, Black Sam, A Corn Diet, here on Dragon Sports Live.
Dropping a pen like PBHO. Bad as Chicago, then beeline the bunker. I'm 3cc whipping this digital dope. The crackle you hearing, the demos I laid is a product of wearing my frigid is rope in a session for 3 and 3 zeros. I turn to a Hessian, but if the shit weak, they don't ask me no question. The nursing a surgeon must think I'm a sturgeon from audio searcher. The boy been ingesting. Might get a gold and a platinum for jesting. My pillow might call me and task for the press. Considering where I'ma be in a decade, 1,000 right now is a cogent investment. Nick him and molded my dental impressions. I went to the Ville to see gang and the grab it. 10 on 10 combo cut deeper than in, so my mouth full of carrots like Looney Tune rapping. Blasting my unreleased shit with the profit. We on the same time and we're dealing with traffic. I get to the spot a little quicker, get love for the niggas who know about the patch on my jacket. Don't think I'll ever get tired of rapping, but just in case I gotta switch in my racket, I moved to a ranch in the Hyogo Prefecture and tend to the cattle that made me a classic. Double out stretching like Mr. Fantastic. I switch out of silence and now it's a torch. You see us in traffic, don't get right behind us. That bumper to bumper gon' leave your shit scorched. Wasn't on shit till my house started burning. I figured I needed to jump off the porch. Not too many niggas who ain't try to flee from the heat of the furnace. That shit is unfortunate. Plug in my phone so they got a secreto so secret he can't even tell me the coordinates. Medium rare, I ain't worried about nothing. That shit is so tender, I just need a fork in it. Blessed Somalia brought me a parent. He looking confused cause I'm leaving the cork in it. I print a Sauvignon back at the crib. I don't know what to do with the guess it's an ornament. Yeah, Benjamin Franklin must been a contortionist. Weighted these hundreds of photos so tightly inside of my every available pocket. Bankroll is starting to wear out the fabric. I'm waiting for Yoji to go and restock it. Yeah.
Iberico pork is farmed out down in Spain. They're fed for 4 to 5 months on pure acorns. And this is where all that beautiful flavour is. It's what makes it so tender. And this is because of the acorn diet.
So I'd imagine that as soon as you kind of start to cook that, all that fat would start marbling and melting through the...
It sure does, yeah. And even sitting at room temperature, it starts to melt.
Okay.
The secreto is from just up round by the shoulder blade. But because of how it's all marbled and the fat that's running through it, it will just melt.
Believe on the block, used to dream on the block, but it was hard just to see through the fog. Open caskets and the mama cries. I still got homies locked doing life. Used to throw a show every weekend. Alcoholic, seeking in the deep end. Pop pills just so I could run away. With the homies, it was hard to put the gun away. It was real life, wasn't normal. Just a Mudville king trying to win more. Batter up, I'm on the mound. Look at me now, I made it out. Thank God for his love and his mercy. Broken heart crying out and you heard me. Spread the good news now, man, I testify. Back up in the hood and I'm speaking life.
I remember sitting on the corner of the back streets, talking about how we gon' make it out the valley. Called us crazy and they treated us like black sheep, but look what happened, no. I've been looking out, all my brothers need to hold faith, cause you gon' look back and these days will be the old days. The sun is coming, almost standing in the cold rain, but God has got a plan. Lean on his right hand, trust in the Holy Lamb, Father of the land, the one who said I am.
I used to engage in whatever the flesh requested. The hurt that I was raised in left my chest infested. But when I met the Lord, I felt less neglection. Every day I use the word to keep the flesh arrested. Yeah, Lord, you always been the one I got that. Because of you, my gun jam wanna pop back. God is coming back and you can't stop that. If sin is in the picture, better clap that. I'm not judging, I'm just chiming in to send a seed, in hopes that you receive on a bended knee. If it's for me, then you did it for the least of these. I'm the one who set you free, and there's peace. Life in every sentence, cause you saved me from the life sentence. Don't get me started with the death sentence. Every breath taken makes the dead waken. I'm just grateful you evicted all my dead tenants. Shalom.
I remember sitting on the corner of the back streets, talking about how we gon' make it out the valley. Called us crazy and they treated us like black sheep, but look what happened, no. I've been looking out, all my brothers need to hold faith, cause you gon' look back and these days will be the old days. The sun is coming, almost standing in the cold rain, but God has got a plan. Lean on his right hand, trust in the Holy Lamb, Father of the land, the one who said I am.
All these rappers got lost, searching for the past, pretending they paid their cost. Precaution when doing that, cause boss, I be on the target and always spit truth in facts. Keep dodging these Ricky Rosses, my logic is auto rap. This is war, what you started, you talk like you wanted that. All of y'all to be departed, I promise I'm bombing back. We on it and running flat, over these phony hacks. So homie, just hold it back, we blow like a motor's mags. We start marching, we an army. Once we started, they'll never stop us. We going all in, go hard regardless. We sick and tired of all the lies and all the talking. We are all wrong, so long, so gone, so lost in space, in time. We raised state of emergency. State of emergency.
Look, wonder if I go, would they care? They probably wouldn't know I wasn't dead, yeah. Down below, not coming up for air. I'm trying to make you seem like I've been unaware. On the road to the end, cruising down that bitch like 95. See the darkness creeping in, I guess my demons trying. My heart, it got it tense, so you can't see inside. Someone make this shit make sense, but it's long overdue. Yeah, get your love and you abused. Lately I'm confused, why I keep going back to you. Yeah. I let the story just repeat itself. Look, I treat my losses like a win. Trust where I began. Your cycle never ends. You give me love, I want revenge. Look, life is better with you gone. I'll take that as a hint. Sometimes I wish you never did exist, yeah. So now I'm swerving off the rails. Think I'm saved by the bell. Alarms coming in and it's my last scream for help. Highway to hell, but I'm in a foreign. You should know just how I feel, cause you the one who broke. If I go, would they care? They probably wouldn't know I wasn't dead, yeah. Down below, not coming up for air. I'm trying to make you seem like I've been unaware. On the road to the end, cruising down that bitch like 95. See the darkness creeping in, I guess my demons trying. My heart, it got it tense, so you can't see inside. Someone make this shit make sense, but it's long overdue. Yeah, get your love and you abused. Lately I'm confused, why I keep going back to you. Yeah, I let the story just repeat itself. Look, I got so lost in my past life, focus on a bad time. Love ain't been so damn kind, you told me it was all fine. Yeah, changed like a bitch, like it's a tampon. A foreign with no keys, I got that last time, yeah. Fell for your last lie, I won't fall for the second. I really fuck with you, but now I'm mad that I regret it. Don't tell me take the shot, cause I promise I won't hesitate. I think it's all my fault when I thought I learned my lesson, yeah. Look, chance and new beginnings. Scabs on my scars, so I won't forget it. If you gon' pull my card, I hope you put in plenty. Let me show you how I'm feeling, yeah. Wonder if I go, would they care? They probably wouldn't know I wasn't dead, yeah. Down below, not coming up for air. I'm trying to make you seem like I've been unaware. On the road to the end, cruising down that bitch like 95. See the darkness creeping in, I guess my demons trying. My heart, it got it tense, so you can't see inside. Someone make this shit make sense, but it's long overdue. Yeah, get your love and you abused. Lately I'm confused, why I keep going back to you. Yeah, I let the story just repeat itself.
Oh boy, you ain't them on this one.
And welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. That long song was called Long Overdue by Odd Henry. And you know what's long overdue? So, I've been watching the college football playoffs, which started on Friday. And I was looking at the schedule. So the national championship game is on January 20th or 21st or something like that. And I was tweaking because I forgot it's a 12-team playoff now. So the game's going to be longer. You know, normally we get the national championship on New Year's Day or New Year's Day or New Year's Eve. But no, not this time. So that's going to be 20th. But speaking of college playoff, and it was long overdue. It's been a while since Notre Dame and Indiana had home field advantage for the college playoff. That game they came out blazing. No wonder y'all gave Marcus Freeman a contract extension. They came out blazing. It was Indiana Hoosiers versus Notre Dame. Who's the better Indiana team? Who's going to be the team representing in the playoffs? Well, Notre Dame came out rattling. First play was touchdown. They get an interception. And then it was a 96-yard run. Like, they dominated that game. So, and I watched that game the other day on Friday, right before I went to work. I was amazed at what I was seeing. I definitely was amazed. Now, FCU, I wish I could say the same thing, but nah. Penn State was dominated in that game from the get-go. You had Ken Jennings throw 2 pick sixes in that first game. It was atrocious in that first half of SMU. SMU wasn't. That first half they wasn't feeling. I think Coach wasn't feeling it at all. So Kevin Jennings, he was 20 of 36 for 195 yards, 1 TD, but 3 interceptions. So you bring in Keldrick Luster, who attempted to pass, but no, they was in Jennings' head. That like they had, it was like they had that whole his plays, his movements, everything memorized. So they like, all right, we know you finna sling it this way. Boom, interception. It was crazy because Roderick Daniels Jr. had the long TD catch from Kevin James. Everybody else, every play that I seen from Penn State was a defensive touchdown. Like, it was a defensive touchdown, basically. It was to the point where offense barely got on the field. Because there was a lot of pick sixes going on. I seen 3 pick sixes, well, 2 pick sixes before I went to work the other day. It was so bad that I literally went to a better game, which was North Dakota State versus South Dakota State. That was a good game. Because when I looked at that score, it was 14-14 at halftime. That was a great game. So I didn't really when I seen Penn State game, I was like, oh, okay. Big ups to Jackson State though. They won 28-7 in the Cricket Celebration Bowl, and then South Alabama skeeted over Western Michigan by a touchdown. That game was also a pretty good game too. Like, it was a lot of good games that I was watching or flipping in between. Texas destroyed Clemson 38-24. And I've had a feeling that Ohio State was going to destroy Tennessee because this is the whole Ohio State. They was like criticizing like, oh, well, if they lose, their head coach should be fired. Nah. They showing you why they call Ohio State. North Dakota end up winning that game over South Dakota that I mentioned, 28-21. Montana State end up winning 31-28. So we got some good games that's happening on Monday. Yeah, we got some good games that's happening. Monday. No, I quit. Do we got some games today? Yeah, we got some football games today, but no college games today. Like I said, those games gonna be Monday. Where, yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. Because it's the bowl game. That's what it is. Bowl games. But in the NFL, though, we got, we had a significant injury to Tank Dell, which had CJ Stroud from, like, he caught the touchdown, but his momentum on his teammate plus his opponent's teammate basically has Tank Dell hospitalized, even though with a significant injury. And like when they showed it, I was just like, ooh. I seen it and I felt bad for him. Like, he caught the pass though. Now, even though they lost to the Kansas City Chiefs, he did catch that pass. Now, Dell was taken to the University of Kansas Hospital, a level 1 trauma center about 12 miles from Arrowhead. Dell has a dislocated kneecap. As one of the potential injuries that we was known, but all thoughts and prayers of that will be going in there. So hope is all is well. Hope he can all is well, because I think he had dislocated and he tore something. I just, like I said, hope is all is well. So we'll keep that in our prayers on that, but hope is well. Even though the Texans didn't get a win, I hate to see injuries like that happen. So we hope that all is well on that note. Detroit Lions, though, they waived second-year safety Brandon Joseph on Saturday, hours after he was arrested for suspicion of operating under influence. Now, Joseph was arrested at 1:47 a.m. Don't you got a game that you got to get ready for? Why are you doing that? He was in Dearborn Heights, which is in Michigan. They observed him driving through the city at a high rate of speed. And they noticed signs of alcohol use. But you're a second-year player. You signed with the Lions as an undrafted free agent in 2023 and appeared in 14 games this season with 13 tackles and a pass defended. But you also spent time on Detroit's practice squad over the past 2 years. Why would you do something like that? And this is a personal reason on me. Like, I don't drink alcohol. I'm not an alcoholic person. I don't drink it at all. I don't even drink pop. So you're not gonna catch me like that. Especially if I know I got a very important game coming up this week. I'm definitely not doing anything. I'm in bed by 9 usually when I'm not working or anything like that. I'm usually in bed by 9. So I usually in bed because I gotta wake up early. And knowing I gotta wake up early, I got things to do. I'm in bed. Why? Why the Lions already battling injuries. They got 22 players on IR. Then they just cut a player. So it's like their mentality is next man up. they say next man up, somebody else is gonna step up and see. But I'm just like, why? In my Jadakiss voice. So, and they take on who they play today. I forgot who they play today. Oh yeah, they're playing against the Bears in Chicago. Where is cold today? It's very cold here in Chicago today. But yeah, y'all showing up a left player. We gonna see. We may see Montgomery for the playoffs, but we're not gonna see him today. He's inactive. Other inactives are Jonah Williams inactive, Kobe Scruggs inactive, Quan Alexander is inactive, and Alex Ellenzone is on IR. Bears inactives, we got Travis Homer, Javon Dester Sr., Amir Speed, Noah Sewell, and Karen Armageddon. Them are all of our inactives for the Bears. Now, that game is dropping in less than 30 minutes. 20 minutes to be exact. And the Lions are looking to pick themselves up against the struggling Bears after getting popped in the mouth. Now, already Detroit Lions were beaten too. Last week seems a good time as any to visit Chicago. Don't count the Bears out now. A lot of people counting them out, but don't count them out. They're going to end up getting their first win with Thomas Brown as their interim head coach, and we're going to see him. But they did lose to Buffalo, and they kind of need more games. So looking at the standings, all these teams got the same record. The Chiefs need to win out, basically, to keep game, and the Bills need to win out. But Chiefs, if the Bills win out and the Chiefs lose their next two games, they have the tiebreaker because they beat the Chiefs, so they will have the tiebreaker. Let's see how that goes. It's gonna be a lot of playoff ramifications that's going on in this. Definitely a lot of playoff ramifications. Like every year, and I don't know if you guys know, but it's always the Steelers and Ravens battling out. And I think one year it was the Browns, Ravens, and Steelers, and it was like, oh, I need this team to lose, and this team, like, it needed help and stuff like that. So the Steelers got their payback. Not the Steelers. The Ravens got their payback against Steelers when they beat the Steelers the other day. Russell Wilson fumbled pick 6. He said that was unacceptable of him to do. And like I said, Ravens end up getting that dub. So it's like, it's a lot of playoff ramifications going on in this game. Let's hope for the best. We also got a lot of quarterback changes going on this week, as in Kirk Cousins has been benched in favor of Michael Penix Jr., who was the 8th round pick in the 2020 draft, and that makes 5 of the top 10 picks quarterbacks that was taken playing now. So that makes that, and they might be cutting Kirk Cousins before the March 17th start of the year to, cap space. But y'all paid him all that money. Y'all brought him over. So now y'all turn around to cut him. And it's like, you think it's kind of odd, because if you look at preseason, Michael Penix played 1 preseason game and barely had any reps with the first team. You would think if they was going to make this move that he had some reps with the first team. No, he played a few snaps in preseason, one game to be exact, and you didn't see him anymore for the rest of preseason. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do and how they're going to run. Now, the only thing about Penix is he's a left-handed quarterback. Not too many of those in the NFL. So some receivers had to, reach out to their former high school teammates. And Darren Moody, he reached out his high school quarterback, who's a left-handed quarterback. It was like, can you get to Atlanta at fast so I can get reacclimated to having a left-hand quarterback? Which is crazy. So, looking at that, yeah, that's definitely crazy when you look at that. Like, okay. Let's have some go. Let's throw me a couple passes, calling his boy out to Atlanta, throw me a couple passes, and getting reacclimated to having a left-hand quarterback. Let's see how that goes. Now, hopefully it don't be the same offense. I don't want it to be the same offense. Because if it is, then you're expecting Penix to be mobile. And sometimes the defense won't allow the quarterback to be mobile. But let's see. We'll see. He's making his first start today. Aiden O'Connell is back in the starter lineup for the Raiders. And Mason Rudolph is in the starting lineup for the Titans. Torian Dorian Thompson is DTR. He's in the starting lineup. And Jameis Winston is the number 3 backup quarterback. So, let's see what that be. Saints, Spencer Rattler preps for Lambeau with reps and walk-in freezer. Which was unusual, you doing reps inside a walk-in freezer with temperatures of 30 degrees or lower and potential snow are expected at Lambeau's Field to get ready for the game. Which is crazy. I went in the freezer to run plays, and I'm like, I don't know about that one. But if it helps you get used to the code, hey, more power to you. But I still, nah, I'm good. I pass on that one. Most definitely gonna pass on that one. Yeah. Cardinals safety Buda Baker to get a 3-year extension worth $54 million, $32 million guaranteed, making him the 3rd highest safety to get paid. Jaguars Trevor Lawrence and as well as tight end Evan Ingram. Trevor Lawrence has an AC sprain. Tight end Evan Ingram has a torn labrum. Both had their shoulder surgery on Tuesday. So both of them should be ready by spring training. We'll see how that goes, but they should be ready. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes did indeed started against the Saints. He was running for dear life. He scored a touchdown, but I could see now. I just was a little scared about this. Like, I did not want Patrick Mahomes to play, but like I said, they got to win. As I stated before, they got to basically win out just so they can keep first place. Because simple fact of Bills gonna be right on them, and they on a nice little win streak. So we'll see about that. We definitely will see. Ravens waive wide receiver Deontay Johnson on Friday and also ruled out Nelson Aguilar. Deontay Johnson, he's the person that started the whole I'm not refusing to play thing. And it's like, I don't know why, because they put you as a role player. That's what you are. You have not being elite enough to say, okay, we're going to put you in. You're the number one receiver. No. You dropped so many balls when you was with the Steelers. You started to catch more when you was with the Bears. And with the Panthers, you was rated as the number one receiver. Lamar Jackson has too many weapons that he can utilize there. So, you might get some ticket, but you're not going to get some ticket. So, with that being said, move along. But yeah, they did waive him. Unlike Andre Campbell, they decided to cut Deontay Johnson versus suspend him. For Andre Campbell, they suspend him, and he basically will not take another snap this season with them. Or will he be in a 49ers uniform? So, Buccaneers will be without their tight end Aten versus the Cowboys. But I think they'll be okay. It's the Cowboys. So I think they'll be okay. Now let's take a look at the playoff picture, ladies and gentlemen. Playoff picture looking kind of grim. Because, like I said, you got the Chiefs, the Bills, the Texans, Ravens, Steelers, Chargers could potentially make the playoffs. And so can the Broncos. Everybody else? Nah. So we gonna have it's gonna be a good season for you guys, and let's keep it up on that day. But with that being said, I got some more music here on Dragon Sports Live, so be sure to check it out on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Here on Dragon Sports Live, I got some brother Rick Payne here on Dragon Sports Live, guys. It's gonna be amazing. It's going down.
Every once in a while.
Wow, my stuff decided to play on its own. Let's get it. Here on Dragon Sports Live, brother Rick Payne.
Yeah.
Fancy.
They need still on our neck while we still bear the pain. I said Martin had a dream and Malcolm had a plan. Rosa took a seat, Colin refused to stand. Now through all of this, nothing really changed. They need still on our neck while we still bear the pain. We done protested more than we can count. They welcome us in just so they can kick us out. A black president just so we would shut our mouth. And every time we try to stand, we get knocked down. Now somebody tell me how stealing TVs get us equality. How tearing up the city fix the problem even possibly. Your justice look like robbery, destroying people's property, then praying that's a mockery. This justice not monopoly. Protests look like debauchery, intentions looking wobbly. We living in an odyssey, nobody thinking logically. Is there a solution? Gotta be. It's something that you gotta see. The state of our economy is really just a prophecy. He said it's a way out. He gave us the layout, told us how to stay out, and promised to pay out. We looting in the streets and we burning down the city. They shooting in the streets, then we turn and ask for pity. We hoping that it works. Truth is it ain't looking pretty. We say we pain. I said Martin had a dream, and Malcolm had a plan. Rosa took the seat, Colin refused to stand. Now through all of this, nothing really changed. They knee still on our neck while we still bear the pain.
Hey Rico, cook shit up.
Been like 10 months in since he started to date. Could be a honeymoon, but there ain't no bees out of sight. Falling deep like descending, and you might drowning in lugs. Look how you doing when it's nighttime. Maybe you came in my life at the right time. I'm a Libra, you a Libra. We the right side. At the sign of the college, take a right. I was chillin' at your crib every day, every night. We play the game, chillin', spark it a hella laughs. I imagine it's the one that'll last. Baby, focus on the future, forget your past. Can't go back to the times we was wearing masks. Screw it, take it off, slide in the bed. It's going down in this room, got the lights red. You keep kissing on my body while your phone ring. I said, babe, pick it up, see who calling. Nah, I know that this feel with my intuitions in my ear. I sense your fit, I read your screen. I see something that look fishy. It's getting iffy. You got caught red-handed, sticky. You can't get nothing past me. DETECTIVE, detective. So I ain't say none. I text Aza like you busy, A, say something. She said, girl, I'm at work, let me go to break. Got to lurking on this page, see if something shake. She said, hey, you know this one girl, this name Tate? I said, yeah, I think that's her man, sister. She said, I don't know, you wanna take a look, sister? Took the screenshot, pop up on my phone fast. I don't do the word, sis, no, she did the dash. And now I'm on his ass. Pressurized blood boil when I'm talking fast. He said, girl, you know I love you, my only lady. And I heard that you'll think that I do you crazy. Boo-boo the fool, yeah, that's must what I look like. So I ran to the kitchen, went and grabbed a knife. Do me wrong, give me wrong, I'm crazy. Spy kid on the ass detective, baby. Nah, I know that this feel with my intuitions in my ear. I sense your fit, I read your screen. I see something that look fishy. It's getting iffy. You got caught red-handed, sticky. You can't get nothing past me. DETECTIVE.
Hey Rico,
Detective.
cook shit up.
Money. Detective.
You know you ain't stopping nothing. You know that I'm, what is he talking about? You know that I'm with that. You know that I'm with that. On everything, yeah, on everything. Look, I ain't the one you can play with, but they still got my name on their playlist. I go half on the rent with my chopper, so you should already know that's who I stay with. Got a beam on the top and it's neon. When it come to these rappers on C9, I may deactivate all my socials and come back and buy the whole site like I'm Elon. I mean, really, I'm on different timing. I get them blessings cause I'm in alignment. Dropped out of school, but somehow I'm still shining. They say that boy understood the assignment. They tryna block me just like they alignment. I come from under that dirt like a diamond. Rock on my wrist like my nickname was Simon. I told him watch me get rich out for rhyming. What is he talking about? If this murder, I won't get away with it. Sign on my back that say don't even play with it. Mama told me don't pay them attention. They only gon' hate you until you okay with it. If he think he a G, I go high with the J when I shoot it like Kyrie the K hit it. Hit the verse from the back while I'm gripping the track, making love to the mic like I lay with it. Her melanin pop and she loyal. I tell her be cool cause I don't like to argue. And quit calling my phone while I'm shopping. Don't interrupt me, baby. I'm tryna spoil you. I might buy you a Birkin for working. I buy you Dior just because I adore you. It ain't nothing when ballin' that habit and you my little baby, so I'm tryna dog. I ain't the one you can play with, but they still got my name on their playlist. I go half on the rent with my chopper, so you should already know that's who I stay with. Got a beam on the top and it's neon. When it come to these rappers on C9, I may deactivate all my socials and come back and buy the whole site like I'm Elon. What is he talking about? Hey, I'm really out my top right now too. What? I mean, really, I'm on different timing. What is he talking about? gon' talk 'em out. When it's war, we gon' talk 'em out. They know we from the south. Let's go. Pull up on you, better watch your mouth. They be soft like grandma on couch. They be soft like grandma. Let me rap. Yeah. Just to get out my bed, I'ma need me them pesos. When I drop out, y'all getting halos. They say the game ain't fair, I got cheat codes. Ringo, I'm the down south J. Cole. Get that paper and then I go count it up. 75-inch in the projects, I mount it up. 25 more of them things, tell them round it up. 25 more of them things, tell them I ain't the one you can play with. But they stick up my name on their playlist. I go half on the rent with my chopper, so you should already know that's who I stay with. Got a beam on the top and it's neon. When it come to these rappers on C9, I may deactivate all my socials and come back and buy the whole site like I'm Elon. What is he talking about? I mean, really, I'm on different timing. What is he talking about? I mean, really, I'm on different timing. What is he talking about?
September 1st, 2016. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been a crazy year. A lot of things has happened.
Welcome back. Wow, my camera went a whole nother way. Cool. Well, welcome back to Dragon Sports Live. That last song that you heard was I'm Really Like This. And we got people that are really like this, that's been like this. They definitely been like this. Like, we got Victor Wembanyama going nutty. Winning games, shooting threes, back-to-back games. We got them being nutty. He had a 30-point, 10-block showcase in a historic feat. So he scored 30 points, tied a career high with 10 blocks, as the San Antonio Spurs roll past the Portland Trail Blazers with that 119-94 victory on Saturday night, while adding 7 rebounds, playing just 30 minutes, sat out the final 8.5 minutes of the fourth quarter, headed to his largest margin of victory. His 10-block game comes during a season in which he also had a 50-point game in a 5X game. He's the third player since the league began keeping track of blocks in 1974 to do all 3 in the same season, joining David Robinson from 1992 to 93 season, Hakeem Olajuwon 1989 to 90. You up there with 2 of the greats, far as big man. Now, this past performance from Saturday's game marked the 12th game in which a player had 30 points and 10 blocks since 1974. Wembanyama is the first to do it in 30 or fewer minutes played. He was 4-8 from 3-point range, making him the first player with 4 3-pointers made, 10 blocks in NBA game history. It's crazy. Very crazy. So, look up that John Wall, who still has hope of returning to the NBA, he tries broadcasting. He was at the G League showcase last year trying out, hoping to get back in the game. He did the same thing this year without stepping a foot on the court. The number 1 pick in the 2010 NBA draft, 5-time NBA, made his broadcasting debut this past weekend, handling analysis duties with a pair of games at the G League event in Orlando. He's not officially retired as a player, but knows the time is coming when he'll have to figure out what he'll do next. broadcasting very clearly appeals to him. He always going to critique myself. I got to get a lot better. I'm learning more and more every day. Which, that's how you got to look at it when you go for it. It's like, yeah, you're going to keep learning. Eventually, you're going to get that. And I always try to train myself to be better than last. Especially whenever I edit video or pictures, I train myself to be better than my last. The depleted Magic storm back from 25 down held the Heat to 8 in the fourth to win. Orlando Magic pulled off that rally that sure remember the Heat collapse and surely won't soon forget. When I say the Magic outscored that Heat 37-8 in that fourth quarter to pull off a improbable 121-114 victory Saturday night, winning the game which they trailed by 25. Oh, it was crazy. It was very crazy. Very crazy. So, the Celtics and Bulls played back-to-back nights. The Bulls beat the Celtics the other night, which was Friday, in Boston. Now they come to Chicago, Celtics beat them, where they prevailed with a 123-point win over the 98 Bulls. Tatum scored 43 points, 15 rebounds, and 10 assists, earning the 5-time All-Star comparison to former Celtics great Hall of Famer Larry Bird. This is Tatum's third career triple-double, and was the first for the Celtics player that included 40 or more points since Bird scored 49 with 14 rebounds and 12 assists against the Portland Trail Blazers in a 152-148 double overtime win in 1992, March 15th to be exact. Now, while Tatum is still been saying winning is what matters most, but a little icing on the cake isn't bad at all. I gotta say, you did a good job. Well, now I'm a fan of both the Celtics and Bulls, so either way it was a win-win situation for me. But the Bulls did dethrone them, beat them the other day, so that was just payback for beating them on their home court. They come to your home court and they beat you. That was just payback. And I definitely like what I seen from that, so big ups to him on that. Now we had the Warriors, Curry scores 31, makes 7 3-pointers, and the Warriors 113-103 win over the T-Wolves. This is after the last game when he was only held to 2 points in his last game. Like, both Kirby Green, they was held without field goals in the Grizzlies' rout of the Warriors. Now, that was the largest margin of the game because it was 144-93. That's the largest in the NBA this season at FedEx Forum. Which, like I said, it's crazy, but they held. But hey, it was some plays in that game that I thought it was a little bit iffy that should have been called, and I can see why Curry was getting mad and that. So people kept calling Edie soft, and he literally was pushing Draymond Green, and Russ was not calling it at all. But then y'all wonder why Draymond Green do what he do. Y'all not gonna call. He gonna make y'all call something. It's like literally was pushing him. Push him out the way, like, move out my way, little man. Literally was pushing him. So, it's cool. Schroeder shot 2 for 12 and finished with 5 points and 5 assists. But, hey, it happened. happens. It happens to the best. Definitely happens for that. Suns' Devin Booker is going to be out 2 games with groin surgeries, at least 2 games with a groin injury. So, he gonna be out with that. Jordan Clarkson, among 3, fined for the Jazz Piston tussle. It almost became a fist fight altercation. Almost, but it didn't happen. But yeah, they fined. Jordan Clarkson was fined $35,000 by the NBA on Saturday, and Detroit's Ron Holland and Paul Reed were also penalized for their roles in that altercation. Now, Clarkson received the largest penalty for escalating on the court altercation, throwing his headband into the stands and being ejected. Holland II. Now, he was cited for altercation fine with $25,000. Reed was penalized $15,000 for initiating it. So, you know who was I fined? Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla for coming at the refs. Like, it was a call that they called, and he just was like, so you're not going to call that. And then Jaylen Brown gets teed up. I didn't seen that so many times where that happened, where people get traded. So, we'll see how that goes from there, where it goes from there. Fines getting left and right. Like, you might see a fine coming to Anthony Edwards for what he said about the refs. So it's like, sometimes the refs be like, oh, I'll tee you up just for doing this, or blah, blah, blah. And they can't do that. But yet, the players get fined when they speak up against it or state their mind. It should be a common goal and common balance. Like, if a player says that before y'all fine, y'all should investigate and see what was also said. That's my opinion. That's what I think y'all should do. Y'all can do what y'all want because y'all the NBA and WNBA, but do what y'all think is right. We had some trades happen for Unrivaled. We definitely had some trades. So Natasha Cloud was part of a first trade in the Unrivaled 3-on-3 history with a 3-way deal. So Natasha was sent from the Laces BC to the Lunar Owls, and then successfully to Phantom BC, which also got the final wild card slot. Lunar Owls will receive Courtney Williams. Laces received Jackie Young, Tiffany Hayes. Like I said, 6 teams, they will begin their play January 17th with games in Miami. Now, the total salary pool for the 36 player is more than $8 million, with players also receiving equity in the league. Teams was originally drafted last month with the main idea that squads would be as equal as possible. The league added Katie Lou Sims into the 36-player roster on Friday, leaving one unfilled spot. Early in the week, fledgling league signed Cameron Brink to the multi-year deal. The number 2 pick in the WNBA draft won't be playing this season as she's still recovering from ACL injury. The Luna Owl has her routes. She'll continue her rehab and will take part in marketing and other promotional opportunities throughout the season. But the one player won't take the final wild card as far as Caitlin Carter. She's opposed to joining the league. Isn't opposed to joining the league in the future, but right now, she's focusing on her. We got some Hall of Fame, first-time Hall of Fame nominees. So, Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard, Maya Moore, Armand first-time Hall of Fame nominees. WNBA greats Sue Bird, Maya Moore, Sylvia Foles, and Shanique Holdsclaw are all first-time candidates as well, along with NBA coaches Doc Rivers, Billy Donovan, and Miami Heat managing general manager partner Mick Arson, Gonzaga men's coach Mark Fee, as well as Iowa coach Lisa Boulder. Now, among the repeat nominees, the 2008 U.S. Olympic men's basketball team, which included Anthony. The Hall has also unveiled an update to its eligibility requirements, reducing the waiting period for players and candidates for 3 full seasons out of the game to 2. That change was unanimously approved by the Hall of Fame Board of Governors. So you ain't got to wait 3 full seasons being out the game. Now you just got to wait 2. Which, that's a big significant difference, because greats like, for example, Derrick Rose, if he was to get elected into the Hall of Fame, boom. The WNBA also gets their first regular season game in Vancouver, where the Seattle Storm would take on Atlanta Dream. So it'd be the first regular season game in Vancouver, which takes me back to the Vancouver Grizzlies. Y'all remember them? Because I know I do, with the big old bear on there. So that's what's going on with that in the W. We did have an exciting showdown between Paige Beckers and Juju Watchers, which came down to UFC ended up taking that dub. And it was a good game. It was a 2-point advantage in that. So big ups to that. Watkins shined in her revenge over UConn. She scored 25 points. And ousted UConn. Now, Caitlin Clark, while she's relaxing and working out and doing whatever she needs, she's going to have her number 22 jersey retired by the Hawkeyes. So congrats on Caitlin having that. You've been out the league 1 year and you're already having your jersey retired. That means you did well for the program. Big ups to you on that. Nobody can be able to wear 22 again in the college rankings. So that's what's going on for that. But I'll catch y'all on another time on Dragon Sports Live as we talk more sports and listen to some great music. Until then, peace out. Gotta go watch some football and get ready for work.